The Warriors are in Denver for the first day of practice in the Mile High City before Saturday's playoff opener against the Nuggets, and the acclimation process is critical with the first two games of this series on the road.
And we've come up with a solution of how we were going to be successful, and we're sticking to it. We're a defensive-minded team that's tied together.
Meanwhile, back at Oracle Arena, all signs point to the Warriors' return next Friday for Game 3 in this series. And when you look back at the season series between the Warriors and Nuggets, there were several hard-fought games. And in one of Denver's visits to Oracle Arena back in November, Nuggets head coach George KARL offered his take on the Warriors' offensive attack.
Shooters. It's just, they have so many good shooters. Establishing them as a top backcourt will happen. It's just going to be when and how fast they grow up, how much they come together, how along the way they find how to win games. And they got a lot of good players.
KARL was the head coach of the Warriors back in 1987 when one of the greatest playoff performances ever took place in Oakland, as Sleepy Floyd broke out for 51 points and an unforgettable fourth quarter in a win over the Lakers. Floyd was back in the Bay Area recently and talked about how of all the players in the NBA, Stephen Curry could certainly one day eclipse his NBA playoffs record 29 points in a single quarter.
Oh, he can break that record, no doubt about it, because he has the ball handling skills. He can score from the outside. He rebounds. He gets offensive rebounds for a small guy. So, and with the style of play that the Warriors have up and down, he gets a lot of opportunities. It's been there long enough, don't you think? So, Stephen, you can do it. Break the record.
And the national broadcasters around the NBA have certainly taken note of how Curry has taken his game to another level.
Well, what makes him unique is he's not just a guy who stands still and shoots. He can put the ball on the floor and create his own shot and still pull up from 25, 26 feet. Reminds me a little bit of Steve Nash in that regard. When you have that combination of great shooter and great ball handler, now you can get to spots and get more shots off, and that's what makes Steph so impressive.
For Warriors TV on the eve of Game 1 of the 2013 NBA playoffs, I'm Lawrence Scott.